Hello, hello, hello. Do you sometimes feel like the universe is working against you? How you're trying everything, but things are going wrong? I had a singer that I talked to recently, and she did a gig on Friday night, and it didn't go well. People said she did really great, but she felt she didn't do her best. Now, maybe that's true, that she didn't do her best. But it's now over the weekend and it's now Monday, Tuesday, and she's still feeling bad. Which, okay, that's great to think about what went wrong and um, be upset that you didn't do your best to your wantings. But the problem is sitting in the problem and not working a solution. She's doing all the things that are necessary. She says, no, I practice and everything. But the thing is, she's sitting in thinking about how bad it was. When you continually think about what has happened in the past as what bad it was, you aren't moving forward to how good you could get. You see, you want to think about what you can do now to change, as opposed to feeling sorry and bad about what has happened. You can't go back and fix it, but you can go forward and do better. Now, maybe everyone else thought she did a good job, but if she didn't think so, you know what? Sometimes deep down, there are other things that we can do. Now, this applies to everything in life, whether you're doing your job, whether you're doing a project. I just recently had a hard drive get dropped by one of my kitties. I wasn't here. I don't know what was doing, what was happening, but it's gone. Now, I knew to save on something else other than the hard drive so that I'd have two things to save them, but I felt really like, oh my gosh, I lost all of those files, and they were important files. But you know what? What was even more important was not sitting and feeling bad and this is what happens, or I'm calling a friend, you know what happened, and oh, I lost everything, and oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do, and now I don't know if I can save them, I can retrieve them, oh my gosh. The thing is, what am I going to do now going forward? Yes, you can feel bad about something that has happened, of course, we all feel bad, but to sit in it and not think about what you're going to do now going forward only keeps you back here in the problem, in the past. We are to go forward, to look at the present, look at the past, and go forward to the future. So now I'm going to be more diligent in saving things. That's it. I'm not going to wallow in the sorrow. And sometimes there is past things that will bring you lots of sorrow, but you can't live back there. There's problems with the way people do things, with your team, with anything that comes to mind, with your relationship, or wanting that person to change, or different things like that. And instead of wanting the change from them, what are we going to do? So going back to the singer now, because this is what we are, at least that's what I am. I talked to her about now, keep doing all the things. Don't stay in feeling bad. What are you going to do going forward? You're going to work more. There's some things that are out of our control, but we still have other things that are in control, and this is in our control. How we're thinking towards it. If you keep pondering on what was wrong and how bad it was, you're going to compound interest back there in the bad. You're actually going to encourage it if you believe so, okay? Which I do. You cannot continue thinking about the negative, because now you are You are bringing that back into you. You must now think into the positive. Okay, it happened. I feel bad about that performance. I'm going to do better. I'm going to work as hard as I can on the things that I can change. I can't change certain things. They aren't going to go differently, but I can change other things. I can change my attitude towards it now. Enough already. I'm moving forward. I'm looking forward to the next gig. How am I going to do things different? How am I going to improve my thinking about things? I'm not going to continue there and feel sorry for myself. I'm going to do better things. I'm going to work better at myself. With me, with my things that I may have lost, maybe not. Let's hope that I didn't. But if I did, I am going to think about how much better I can be and more diligent I can be towards that. I'm not going to wallow in the sorrow and feeling bad, because that only engenders the negative. It's got to be the positive, and it's got to be the solution. So you don't sit in the problem, you work your solution. There's always solutions here. We're in charge of this, of how we think about it. And if we stay in the problem, or we work towards a good future, have good thoughts towards things, it's okay that that happened. But now what am I going to do? I'm going to feel better today about today. I'm going to move forward into my future. I'm going to work this towards the positive things that I can do. What are you going to do? Do not stay. Do not limit yourself with staying in here, inside, this way. You need to come out towards life, towards the good, thinking about the positive. Negative happened. What can I do now? If you keep thinking in the positive, you start bringing out the positive ideas towards the new things. There might be something you never thought about. And the more you engender the good, the positive, the joy, the peace of now, I'm going to work on now. I'm going to work on my future. I'm going to work on the things that I can do, that I have power over. The more you bring that towards you. So, singers, don't sing. No, sing. Don't sit in the problem, in feeling bad about the audition, feeling bad about the recording, feeling bad about what happened, feeling bad. Guess what? You are practicing bad. I want to feel good about the future. I'm going to do better. The next one, you know what? There are other things that I can do. I didn't think about that, but you know what? It just came to mind now because I'm thinking about what I can do, not about what did happen, but now what I can do. It's really different. You always think towards the positive, and we are in charge of here. What happens here? Something comes at us, the circumstances, you don't let them overtake this, overtake your joy, overtake the positiveness that you have. Think, yeah, it went bad, but you know what? I had so many things that went good. I had another audition and I did nail it. So you think about what you did really good in that. You think about the recording and how you did really good in one recording. Oh, there was a good thing. I'm going to keep pondering on that. I'm going to keep working on the positive things. I'm going to chip away at the negative in me so that I bring out the positive in my performance, in my practice, in my life, how I deal with my teammates, how I deal with the musicians, with the agents, with the managers, with the business, with life. Because as your personal life is and your professional life is, it will influence your happiness and your goals towards your future. So remember, don't sit in the problem. Don't sit and feel sorry for yourself if things went bad. Yes, deal with it. Yes, you experienced it. Now move on into your future. That's what's in front of you. It can be great. Keep thinking that. Bad happened to me, I'm getting up. Remember, life has battles. Life circumstances, they're going to come. What are you going to do? Let them in and keep them? Keep mulling them over? Keep thinking? No, not you. You're going to work them for good. You're going to keep positive. You're going to say, hey, today is a new day, a new dawn, like I said, and feeling good, you know. It's a new life for me. You've got to make it that way. In my book, this book here, I Will Not Grow Weary, I had many things happen to my voice. I had nodes. I had broken blood vessels. The doctors jammed and hurt my voice. I worked through them, through all those circumstances. But now, I even work harder. I enjoy things because I don't allow the circumstances to come in now. I deal with them. So, I made a boo-boo. I didn't have another backup. Rather, actually, I did on one thing. But on several other things, I didn't have a backup with my external hard drive. But guess what? I will now. I'm not going to look at my loss. I'm going to look at how much better I will be, because life is going to have its ups and downs, its losses. They're part of life. Losses are part of life. We just need to deal with it. But how? Not sitting on them. But not you, right? But working through to a future. A better life, a better future, a new dawn, right? A new day, a new life. Keep working that. Now, I know I've gone on this, and I'm just doing this off the cuff, but I needed to say this to you because as I was talking to my friend, I felt so bad because she kept going backwards, back to that. Oh, I don't do this, and I don't do that. And it's like, I've talked to other people about their lives, and you don't know what happened to me. You don't know it. It's like, yeah, I don't know exactly the same things, but I do know what I went through, and I do know what you and all of you have gone through. So many things, and no, I can't experience them, but I can tell you the summation. You cannot sit there. You cannot keep yourself there, because you will thwart your successes, your fulfillment in your successes. You will thwart your success and happiness for today because you're busy feeling bad. You're busy fearing. What will I do? My voice, different things happen. I lost my job. I couldn't do the recording. I bombed on this, or I didn't do well on that. If you keep fear your company for the day, you will only have fear in the tomorrow. We cannot sit in the problems. We have to work the solutions. We have to work our joy, our happiness. Circumstances will always come. What are you going to do? Just going to smile and say, I'm going to fight for my joy today. I'm going to fight and find out how I can bring happiness to this day. I want that for you. I know how hard life can be. I felt really bad. I have one of my kitties who's a feral kitty, and he got out. I miss my kitty, but I'm going to get him back. And I'm going to work at being better at making sure he doesn't get out again. But you know what? I can't beat myself up because somewhere along the line he got out. I'm going to keep my joy for the day and work the solution. Have joy today. Work the day. Do not fear in life. Work through it. Work through your fears. You can do it. I believe in you. Big time love for you today. Okay? So now remember, don't sit in your problem. Work your solution. Work some kind of solution for your day. You can do it. I know you can. I believe in you. Okay? All right. 'Cause it's such a day. Such a mighty fine day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, and subscribe and ring the bell. Leave a comment. I want to hear from you. Okay. I'll see you. Bye-bye.